How are you everyone and welcome to Snack English. Today's lesson is the sixth one in the series of vocabulary workshop. You are going to learn 10 new words and some of their synonyms. You know that it's very important to practice. So in the description box you will find some beneficial links that will help you practice and answer a variety of questions. Before I start, click on that subscribe button and make sure you click on the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Let's get started.
I like that guy because I like to hear divergent opinions about how to do things.
When they separated, they made choices that led to very divergent paths for their sets of rules.
The first word is diversion. It might be pronounced as divergent or diversion. It's an adjective. Divergent things are different from each other. In the first example, divergent opinions means different opinions or different views. In the second example, divergent path means different path or different ways. Some synonyms such as different, varying, differing, or unlike. Another example, two people may be close friends, although they have divergent interests and beliefs.
And usually we'll get, 300 people or so who will avail themselves of that. And they're
I was trying to locate it, to no avail obviously, and at the end of the day, I felt terrible.
The second word is avail. Avail. It can be used as a verb or noun. As a verb, to avail yourself is to benefit it. For example, be sure to avail yourself of all the services that the company has to offer, which means be sure to benefit yourself of all the services that the company has to offer. It can be used as a noun. If you do something to no avail, you fail to achieve what you want. In the previous example, he was trying to locate it, but to no avail. That means he was trying to locate it, but without success, without any benefit.
When I was a kid, I was fastidious about my attire. I had a very particular way of dressing.
The third word is attire. Attire can be used as a verb or noun. Your attire is the clothes you are wearing. Your attire can be your shirt, t-shirt, suit, or any formal clothes, or even any traditional clothes. For example, this girl has dressed in her finest attire, which means this girl has dressed in her best clothes. As a verb, when you put on special clothes to appear appealing and attractive. For example, the children happily attired their stuffed animals in holiday outfits, which means the children happily dressed their stuffed animals in holiday outfits. The fourth word is onerous. Onerous is an adjective. If you describe a task as onerous, this means you find it difficult or unpleasant. In other words, the task involves an amount of effort and difficulty. In the next example, their tasks become more onerous on them, which means their tasks become more exhausting, more difficult, and stressful.
And as their tasks become more onerous on them, we need to give them tools that they can collaborate with.
Some synonyms such as inconvenient, difficult, exhausting, or heavy.
This is another key when you think something is too big or onerous. So this is another key when you think something is too big or onerous.
The fifth word is prevail. Prevail is a verb. If a principle or opinion prevails, it's accepted often after a struggle or argument. If one side in a battle or contest prevails, it wins, of course. In other words, to beat in a difficult contest or battle. For example, truth and justice usually prevail at the end of all superhero movies, which means truth and justice usually win at the end of all superhero movies. An example, even though our troops are tired and hungry, we will prevail against the enemy, which means even though our troops are tired and hungry, we will win against the enemy.
And in the face of terrorism, we will prevail. But we will prevail by working together.
There's no guarantee that good ideas prevail.
The sixth word is fervent. Fervent. Fervent is an adjective. A fervent person has or shows strong feelings about something and is very enthusiastic about it. For example, because Ali and his friend are fervent fans of the television show, they never miss any episode, which means Ali and his friend are enthusiastic fans or emotional fans of the television show. Some synonyms such as enthusiastic, emotional, passionate, or extremely hot. In the next video, Obama said, "It's my fervent hope. It's my enthusiastic or emotional hope."
And ultimately, it is my fervent hope that Russia recognizes that true greatness comes not from bullying neighbors.
The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much.
The seventh word is enmity. Enmity is a noun. It's a feeling of hatred towards someone that lasts for a long time. Some synonyms such as hate, hatred, or hostility. For example, because of the enmity between the two gangs in my neighborhood, it's not safe to go outside.
The United States has in itself no character of enmity against the laws, religion, or tranquility of Muslims.
Which means the United States has no character of hatred or hostility against the laws.
In fact, the enmity between the two leaders remained deep after the war.
Number 8 is abrasive. Abrasive. If someone has an abrasive manner, he is unkind and rude. Some synonyms such as rude, insensitive, or cruel. For example, because of my co-worker's abrasive personality, most people try to avoid him at work. Which means, because of my co-worker's rude personality, most people try to avoid him at work.
And sure, we were abrasive, we were offensive, and
which means we were rude and offensive.
I can't believe I did that. I was rude and abrasive. I burned myself out.
Number 9, cryptic. Cryptic is an adjective. A cryptic remark or message contains a hidden meaning or is difficult to understand. Some synonyms such as puzzling, mystifying, mysterious, vague, or ambiguous. For example, the kidnappers seem to enjoy leaving cryptic notes for the police, which means the kidnappers seem to enjoy leaving puzzling or mysterious notes for the police.
These are cryptic reports on these events.
In this video, these are puzzling and unclear reports on these events. The last word is crony. Crony is a noun. If you have a crony, you have a close friend whom you spend a lot of time with. For example, we have been cronies ever since we met in the 3rd grade, which means we have been cronies, we have been friends or colleagues ever since we met in the 3rd grade. Some synonyms such as close friend, buddy, colleague, companion. An example, the dictator's crony is the only person who knows all of the ruler's secrets, which means the dictator's close friend or colleague is the only person who knows all of the ruler's secrets.
Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good listen. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you are a new visitor.